guys, welcome back to Von Kettle Kitchen. So tonight is another Instant Pot recipe. I'm going to be making chicken risotto, and I do have my cousin and her son coming over for dinner, so let's get started. All right, so I have the pot heating up. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I have everything already pre-chopped. So we're going to use 7 ounces of mushrooms. I'm using baby portobellos. This is a 16-ounce container, so I'm going to use about half. I have 1 onion that I have finely diced up. I have noticed that it works easier for me if I have everything prepped together before I actually cook anything. So I have 4 cloves of garlic. So I do that so I can just pop the skins off. You can use the back of a knife if you want to. I just don't have to dirty any more utensils than I have to. All right. Almost there, guys. I'm sorry. The one thing I didn't prep was the garlic. I always love using fresh garlic versus jarred garlic. I feel there's a better flavor when you just use regular cloves of garlic. So I'm going to use my microplane. I'm going to grate in the garlic. This just gives it nice and small pieces so you don't bite into a huge piece. So I have 2 baby cloves, which I count as 1 clove. One. If you ever want to get the smell of garlic out of your fingers, always use a stainless steel, like when you use your faucet. Just run your fingers. So I'm going to get my fingers wet. And then you just rub it on the actual stainless steel part of the faucet, and it pulls the smell out of your hands. I'm just going to give this a nice little stir. So I'm going to let this brown and cook down a little bit. It's going to take a few minutes. I want to make sure that the mushrooms are nice and golden brown. Do not add any salt to this because salt pulls the moisture out of the mushrooms, and you don't want that because you don't want rubbery mushrooms. You want to make sure that they have a nice crust on them. So once they're browned and cooked down is when you'll add the salt. So this is going to take a few minutes. I'll have you take a peek. Oh, I love the smell of garlic. So this is going to continue to cook for a few. Right. So the mushrooms are nice and brown. Use my silicone thing. Let's pull this out. I just have a bowl set aside. Just wipe off the side before I put it back in. Alright, so I'm going to add a little more olive oil. So you have 3 tablespoons all in total. A little bit of this. And I'm going to add in 1 pound of diced chicken breast that I cut up. This season blend has a teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Give this a stir. Just so all the spices are on all the pieces of chicken. Alright, now that's going to take a few minutes to brown. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes since I have started browning the chicken. I'm going to deglaze it a little bit with chicken stock. And hold the rest aside. I'm going to dump in the onions and the mushrooms that we cooked earlier. And its juices. Those juices hold a lot of flavor. So So when you make risotto, you want to use risotto rice. So I picked up some Arborio rice. I want 2 cups of that. It's a short grain rice. Alright. Add the rest of the stock. So I have 4 cups of stock altogether. I'm going to give this a nice big stir so everything is mixed together. So now we're going to put the top on. So we're going to actually shut off that. I always check to make sure my valve works too. So we're going to shut it and put it in the hold position. We're going to do rice and risotto on high for 3 minutes. So let me give you a sneak peek the front looks like. It was hit the rice and risotto. If you have an Instant Pot, hit the manual button, pressure high for 3 minutes, and you're gonna start. So it's gonna take a little bit for the heat to build up and the pressure, and then the little bobber valve will go up. It will seal all the steam inside of here. Cook for 3 minutes. We're gonna do a natural pressure release for 7, and then you'll see what we add to it. Right, so the 7 minutes is up. Gonna do a quick release. Oops. Shut this off. Right, so that has completed. As I always say, make sure you open away from you. And give this a nice stir. Oh, that looks nice and creamy. All right, so I have 2 tablespoons of butter. And I always get the Parmesan cheese like this. You want about 3 ounces or more, up to you. This has a nice natural salt content to it. I always get it with the rind, and I cut the rind off and I put it in the freezer because it's really good for soups and stews. All right. Okay, put that aside because we'll top it as well. So we're going to give that a nice stir so the butter melts all in there and the cheese gets all nice and melty. You just want to give it a taste, make sure that the salt and pepper content's good. I personally could use a little more black pepper. It is salty enough. So now we're going to serve it up in a bowl, top it with some green onions and some more cheese. Enjoy!